Alright everybody, I'm going to make something I saw on television the other day. I thought it just looked so good, and I thought, well, I know I can do that. So we're going to do it, and I'm going to show it to you, and see what you think. Anyway, here's one onion. I just put it in the food processor. And put some pepperoni in there too. It's one large onion and 7 ounces of pepperoni. We're going to chop this. But I need to plug it in. Here I go. Okay, I think I got that chopped good enough. Kind of like that. Don't want like mush, but it kind of looks like hash, like you'd cook hash. And we're going to add some ground beef. Put a pound of ground beef in there. And do it again. I think I'll push the ground beef down in there, sort of like that. My food processor must not be as big as the one on TV. Oh well, that's kind of a fail. I really don't think it matters anyway. Well, I transferred it to this pot. I haven't even turned the heat on yet. I'll do that. I'll turn it on a little over medium and start cooking this up. You know, I think I'll add some salt to it though. Just some sprinkles of salt. And let this start cooking. I've been cooking this about 10 minutes and I think the beef is done. I've been stirring it quite often just to combine everything, to combine that pepperoni in there. And there's quite a bit of grease in there, so I'm going to take a second. I'm going to drain this off, and I won't show you that part. Well, I pretty much have it drained off. And here in my strainer where I drained it, I kept some back. Maybe about a cup's worth. I'm going to put that in something else, in another part of it, in the filling. But right now we're making the tomato sauce. So we're going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste. We're going to add some red chili flakes, half a teaspoon, and 5 garlic cloves that I chopped up some. Put those in there. I'm going to cook this until I smell the garlic. It's been cooking for about 2 minutes. Now I'm going to add the can of crushed tomatoes. It's a 28-ounce can, and the other one was too. Make sure I get them all. Here's that other can. Whoops. Stir this up, and we're going to let this simmer for just a bubble, bubble for about 20 minutes. I'm picking some leaves off of oregano that have growing outside in a little pot, and I'm going to add this to the sauce. I love this stuff immensely. If you don't have this, what I would do is I would take like 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, that dried seasoning, and put that into your sauce when you add the garlic and the tomato paste. But I'm going to add this at the end after it simmers for 20 minutes. Well, I let it bubble away for 25 minutes instead of 20. See how you have kind of a thin layer of sauce on here? If you mix it up, it just this, it looks fairly thick, and that's what I'm going for. So I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to add my leaves of oregano. Just stir these in and let this cool down a bit, and let this oregano kind of marry with the sauce. Well, my sauce is cooling down, and here this is my baking dish. I'm going to add some warm water just out of the faucet, and I'm going to put in my lasagna noodles. That's what I'm going to use. I like this brand quite a bit. I'm just going to add these one at a time and let these soak for just a few minutes. Now I'm going to make the filling while the lasagna noodles are getting soft. And here is some fresh basil. It's turning brown very quickly. I understand that because I just picked it. Stir that in. And here's that cup of the meat that I took out earlier and saved it, and it's going in here. And in my bowl was ricotta cheese. Did I tell you that? 3 cups of ricotta cheese or thereabouts. So I have the meat in there and the basil. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of table salt. And for this I'm just going to use ordinary pepper. Half a teaspoon of that. We're going to add some cheese, other cheeses to it. I bought some of this. I thought that sounded good. Add about a cup of that in there. And then 2 cups of mozzarella. I'm not really measuring exactly, because cooking is not an exact science, really. You can take out and add and everything. I'm going to mix this up. Oh, wait. I need 1 egg too. Okay, mix that egg in. Next I'm going to take my noodles, my lasagna noodles, put them on this towel, and see how they will roll up now. And I'm going to roll these up. So I don't want them to be real wet. So that's why I'm putting them on towels. You could use like a kitchen towel if you wish. No problem with that. I dumped out the water and wiped the baking dish out. I'm going to add about half of the sauce. Ooh, wow. Half of the warm sauce in here. So what I do is I take one of my noodles and I let these noodles soak for 15 minutes. And they got them soft. I think I told you that. And just put like 1/4 of a cup on here. Just roll them up and add them to your baking dish. My baking dish is 13 inches by 9 inches. And you should get about 16 of these roll-ups. And that will fill your baking dish just right. But I have all my pasta in there. I'm going to put the sauce on top. Spread it out. Make sure to cover everything. It's going to be good. I just know it. What do you think? cover it up. Put it in my 375 degree oven. So it's been in the oven for 35 minutes. My oven was set to 375. It's bubbling around the edges. I can even hear it a little bit. We'll put some mozzarella on top. Use about 2 cups or whatever you have. Just put some on there. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to put this back in my oven. Here it is out of the oven, another 15 minutes to kind of give the mozzarella a chance to brown a bit. Now we need to let this cool down for about 15 minutes. Alright, I have a piece of it here on my plate. Mmm. That is super good. Love that oregano, basil in there, and the garlic. Just perfect. Thanks so much for watching.